beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for April 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details, and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, the new moon is in Aries on the 1st of April, and that's the start of new beginnings, feeling fresh energy to set new intentions for the year ahead. Your energy levels will start to rise during this time, and you can connect to those hopes and dreams and find that passion and that drive and ambition within you to go after and achieve and accomplish everything you set out to, okay? This is a time where you may feel a little bit more spontaneous than usual. It's about checking in with yourself and having that courage and that high energy to meet your expectations. So you may feel a little bit more of an appetite to go after what you're trying to achieve, okay? Also, we have the full moon in Libra on the 16th of April, and that's all about balance, harmony, and it's also about refining your decisions and getting what you truly deserve out of every situation. Now, this is also a time where you may feel called to detox, maybe set healthier intentions, look at your diet or exercise routine, or actually, get more sleep, look at your sleep patterns. So there may be an energy of you wanting to detox or in some way, be a bit healthier in your day-to-day, because that full moon in Libra really connects to that. Now, also, we have a second new moon in the month of April, and on the 30th of April, we've got a new moon in Taurus, okay? So that is all about value, how you value yourself, what you value in your world, who you value, and that comfort, that level of comfort that you're trying to achieve in life. Anything that you feel is breaking down in your world, you're really facing the truth and letting it go. And also, this is a time to focus on your finances right at the end of the month as well there, okay? I'm just going to get your overall faded energy before I talk about the cards that have popped out for you. We got the Magician there, we got the Wheel of Fortune, which is really beautiful, and we've also got the Star. Look at that, Aquarius. You are rising. You are I feel like you're showing up in your reading in a very strong position. You're going to feel a little bit more like yourself than you have in a long time, is what they're giving me. So if you've been feeling a little bit low energy, low drive or motivation, you will find that burst of energy to be your wonderful self again, okay? Now, we've got the first card here is Grace. It's number 20, which really connects to the Judgment card energy. That is number 20 in the major arcanas. So I feel like you're gaining clarity on something, and I feel like you're making a decision I feel like you're not making quick decisions. I feel like you're making a very measured decision in something. And it says, grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. So the Magician card, especially this Aries new moon as well, is all about setting new intentions to be a bit more free, to have that spontaneity. So if you've been feeling like in a work habit, or you've been feeling a little bit in a routine or a repetitive cycle where you feel a little bit stuck in a rut, this is about you gaining that freedom, that independence, and injecting a little bit more high vibe energy to have a little bit more fun during this period. And the Magician card is showing up there for you because Aries is a very strong influence in your read or in your chart for the whole month of April, okay? We've also got Victory here for you. So this is, celebration. This is something that you've been trying to accomplish, showing up in your world. This is you like hitting a jackpot in some way. And it says here, I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. Okay, the star, as I said, you're rising. So I feel like you are elevating in some way in your career or in a personal goal. It doesn't have to be about career. We'll see what comes up for you in the Celtic cross. But this is about you accomplishing something that you set out to do and being really proud of yourself for achieving it or obtaining it in some way. The Magician indicates that it's something that you've been manifesting for some time, something you've been visualizing, something that you've been, determined to seek out. And the Wheel of Fortune indicates that if you felt like luck was not on your side for a while, my beautiful Aquarians, this is a change in your fortune, a change in your luck in the month of April. And we've also got organization. So I feel like they're saying be ready for this success because something that you've been manifesting is showing up in April for you, okay? Now, when I did the yearly readings collectively for every sign pretty much experienced a tower moment. So that told me that world circumstances, there's some sort of shocking event. I mean, it could be shocking in a good way. The tower doesn't always mean like shocking in a negative way. It means there is change. Prepare for change. And it means there may be an upheaval of some sort or some sort of rules are changing or something like that where there is a temporary discomfort, but on the other side, it actually brings a lot of positive transformation. So that was the world events sort of energy that I was picking up for every sign in April and June. But on a personal level, April is going to be very, very positive for you, okay? So it says purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. So I feel like this is, it's number 42. When you reduce it, 4 plus 2 is 6, which is the number of balance and harmony. So I feel like things are being done in moderation, but I feel like you're re-examining your purposes or your priorities and your purpose. And I feel like you're getting really organized in April in order to be successful, but also to achieve something that you set out to do. So some of you may be actually called to get clear on, putting a little bit of money away in a pension, for example, or, paying bills that you feel like have been going on for a while. You've been paying little by little. Perhaps there's some sort of financial reward that comes on in to allow you to be able to focus on taking down debts and things like that. So on a personal level, your third house is activated right at the beginning of the month. So that's about communication, education, learning, and quick trips, for example. So, it also stars like organization. So I feel a lot of you will be influenced by that third house right at the beginning of the month. Some of you may be contemplating a quick trip or some sort of vacation, but I feel learning and communicating in order to get a better deal, negotiating better deals is important for you in the month of April. Also, your ninth house of study is activated there. So I feel it really complements the third and the ninth house. Is all about that search for meaning, finding your place within the world, asking the bigger philosophical questions, and sort of challenging yourself to look at things in a very honest way. Am I on the right path? And if I'm not, how do I get back on track? And if I'm, am I noticing the signs that are apparent to me? It's also maybe you calling, into question your faith or your sense of where you fit in, where you may want to live, for example. I just feel like it's like the understanding of life, the pinning down of where you need to go next, because I feel like you're thinking about making some sort of decision. Now, finally, your fourth house is activated right at the end of the month. That'll be on the 30th of April, and that's all about your family. So it really is about you, the social circles or the domestic circles that you feel like you belong in. You may be processing your past as well in order to work out what you want to do in the now as well as the future. But you may be looking at your sense of where you belong in terms of your home life. Maybe thinking about traveling abroad or relocating in some way. So I feel like there's some big questions happening for you on a personal level in the month of April. Now, the Magician card is your protagonist card. So that means you're visualizing something. You're willing something into being. You're taking, an inspired decision and you're taking action on it. This is about your accomplishments, okay? This is also about your focus. So I feel like you're looking at what you're capable of and you're being really shrewd, making some really great decisions. You're taking the initiative in some way to use your talent with precision to gain accomplishment in some way. I feel like you're powering up with your confidence. I feel also that you are whatever it is you're visualizing, your thoughts become things when you get the Magician card. So I feel like you are in control of your destiny. You have everything you need to stand out from the crowd, for example. I feel like it's almost like you're looking at your talent or looking at what you do and recognizing that you should have confidence in your skills, because if you don't, no one else will, should we say. I feel this is about you visualizing something, and this is about it coming to light, or you gaining clarity on it, a wish coming true when you get the star energy. I feel like you're being given a little bit of luck from the universe as well. Right now, they're showing me a light bulb. So either you're having a bit of an aha moment, a bit of an epiphany moment, or you're literally changing a light bulb, because they're showing me someone changing a light bulb. So if you're listening to this reading in the now, in the physical, and you're just changing a light bulb, or you just changed a light bulb and then you decided to put this video on, there's something in this message for you. I mean, it may literally be as soon as you finish listening to this reading, your light bulb goes out and you have to change the light bulb. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, okay? I mean, you may have like a power cut or something like that, but you need to somehow get the light back on. Spiritually, if that's not you in the physical plane, spiritually, it could mean that you're having an idea that is really a wonderful moment where you're inspired to take action on something, and it's going to be very, very successful. Or it could also be you seeing something with clarity. Okay, all of a sudden you just know something. So let's go deeper and find out what's going on. The Wheel of Fortune is the challenge for the month, which means you may feel a little bit stuck in a rut, or you felt stuck in a rut, or unmotivated in some way. The Wheel of Fortune is basically the wheel of life. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, and you may have had a lot of chaos, or felt like there was something that's just holding back, or there's been resistance in some area. You may have felt like you were going through a period of bad luck recently, but that's all about to change, because it's like I got it in the reverse, and your challenge for the month is to have faith that luck and the universe is on your side. The Wheel of Fortune indicates that if you're on a cycle or repeat, make sure you're aware all of your possibilities to make changes in your world, because you have the power to affect change. Okay, so if you're feeling like you're in the humdrum or that monotony kind of energy, I feel you have the power to change your fortune around. This is a turning point for you, where there is good karma coming your way, a change in the cycle, and I feel things are going to just happen randomly, really positively for you. So it's like lucky breaks popping out of the blue, things that if you're taking action on something and you may feel like it's a bit risky, or you're taking a gamble on something, it pays off in your favor. Listen to your intuition, it will never lead you astray. This indicates that your destiny becomes obvious to you now. So some of you may be asking those big philosophical questions like, what is my true destiny? What is my true north? What is my path? Why am I here? What is my life's purpose? All will be revealed to you if you are searching or seeking. The answers are within you. The Magician indicates that, you have everything within you that you need to accomplish great things. This is about your ambition and your drive, and the universe is meeting you head on. So expect some lucky breaks in the month of April. Things just turn out the way that you're hoping for. There's good fortune for you. I also feel with this energy, fortune favors the brave, because the Magician card is all about power, skill, confidence. Okay, the Magician says you have confidence to affect your world, and the Wheel of Fortune is like, well, fortune will actually sort of match you headway. So I feel will match you halfway. I feel it's like preparation with that organization. Preparation meets success, and I feel like you're ready for this, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Now, the outcome position is a star energy. So this is about standing out from the crowd. But I feel it's more than that, my beautiful Aquarians. I feel like this is you coming back to who you are, coming back to your center, allowing yourself to shine again after a period of feeling maybe a lack of power, or some sort of voidant energy. I feel like there's been just this energy of things not going the way that you'd hoped, and you felt a little bit bogged down in the humdrum of life. But I feel like you're gaining your sparkle back in some way with that star energy. This is inspiration. So I feel like you're being encouraged to explore new ideas. You're being encouraged to act on any new ideas, because they will be successful. This is also a period of hope. Okay, there's a new phase of life. It's almost like you're being reborn. Ha, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They just said a star is born. Okay, I know a star is born. I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading, so a star is born. I feel like that is a movie, right? I feel like that is a movie, yeah. So I haven't seen that movie, so I can't really discuss it unless they give me something on it. But they just said a star is born. So maybe some of you are actually giving birth at this time who, you know, yeah, or the star energy, I mean, does always sort of connect to like performers or people who want to be in the public eye or in the spotlight in some way. So if, for example, you've been working really hard to forge a career where you want to be noticed for what you do, I feel like now is the time to stand out from the crowd. Whether it's fame, whether it's you getting your own YouTube channel or setting up your own business, being an entrepreneur, I feel like the spotlight is on you for recognition of good news and success. The star indicates you're going to get some sort of wish come true, and this is like a renewal of hope here. Okay, I also feel this card is about you seeing into the future, having a bit of insight into where you want to go, but being inspired to take that action to make it happen. Okay, this is literally, it's like you're taking action on something. So you're getting organized in order to do that, and fate meets you halfway so that both of you together can create something really spectacular. Some of you are going to be standing out, like being noticed as in fame, but if you're not wanting fame, you may be wanting to stand out at your workspace for a presentation, for example, or you may want to be a social standing member of the community that people sort of are inspired by. I feel like a lot of power is on your side in April. Now, I'm just going to get a Celtic cross for you. I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and I'm only using the uprights in this deck, just so you're aware. The first card is the Six of Swords. So you're moving on from discomfort. You're moving on from some sort of challenging situation, and you're being guided out of troubled waters by spirit. Okay, now I'm going to get all your cards first before I talk about your energy. Now we got the Devil card as a card that is below you. Okay, so that could be temptation, but let's see what that means for you. We've got the Hangman, so that's a very big waiting energy. I feel like you're done with waiting. Waiting is in the past for you. We've got the King of Cups here. We've also got the Nine of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? We've got the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so that's about getting a fair deal for what the effort that you put in. We've also got the Knight of Swords, so some radical changes being made here for you. We've got the Three of Swords there, okay, as a hope and a fear. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. And we've got the Four of Wands. Okay, so that definitely indicates that there is some sort of, just pop that there. There is some sort of celebration. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? We've got the Hermit energy, okay? So, oh, and one more. Interesting. Okay. So let us see what is going on there for you. The heart of the matter, Six of Swords. So troubling times, or some sort of mental conflict that you've been going through, maybe even a period of self-sabotage, okay? Sometimes we get a little bit in a funk when we know that we have something to do. You know, for example, I work really well on deadlines because I seem to just procrastinate for a long time, and then I look at a deadline and I'm like, oh hell, it is the deadline tomorrow, and then all of a sudden I'm working and I'll pull it out of the bag. But I could have had months where I could have prepared for something, but I just don't work like that. And plus I have a lot of other responsibilities to do with my family and things like that behind the scenes. So I'm always working, I'm not procrastinating really, but when I have a deadline, then sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that deadline's like way off. I can do it way off, you know? So there's something here where with the Six of Swords, I feel like you're coming out of that energy. I feel like you've been through a real rite of passage, maybe even a test of faith. It has been a little bit turbulent for you, and I feel like things are getting easier. I feel like you're conditioned in some way, my beautiful Aquarians, to expect trouble ahead. And I feel the question here is about having faith and knowing that the universe has got your back, because that's your challenge position. Know that the universe is a benevolent force that wants you to win. But sometimes when we got a Six of Swords energy, it can mean that sometimes you shift your perspective or your awareness to everything that could go wrong. Okay, so they're indicating here that now you're learning a little bit more through a transitional period, that there is something greater, something better on its way for you, and you're starting to have faith because you've got the star card energy. You're starting to have faith. Now, some of you may have taken the initiative to change your own luck because you've been going through a difficult period. Perhaps you're healing in some way, whether it is some sort of mental conflict that you went through, or some sort of a relationship that was abusive, or a friendship that left you like wondering what happened there. I feel like there's a bit of healing that is going on here, because I feel what you're looking at mainly in April is your energy, and you asking yourself, is my energy, my generosity, and my time worth this situation or this person? I feel like you're being a little bit more discerning about the company that you keep and the energy that you give to certain things, because you don't do something to gain a reward from it, but I feel like you've known what it is to overgive. You know what it is to always be overstretching yourself. Sometimes you may be that person who always says yes to everything because you want to sort of make sure everybody is fulfilled as well as you. So you're always saying, yeah, I can do that, no problem. Or yeah, I'll take that, it's fine, no problem. I feel like you're actually starting to stand back a little bit and be a little bit more wiser, where you're like, you know what? I'll do it if I can do it, but right now I just don't have the time. So I feel like you're being a little bit more like honest and true with your authenticity. I just feel like, I mean, Six of Swords can be like an escape. It can be like you've been on a real journey and you're recovering from this journey. I mean, it can also be like you're evolving in a way that has made you gain greater wisdom. You're changing your perspective in some way in order to say, because your crossing card is the Seven of Pentacles, which tells me that you put a lot of effort into situations, sometimes with little reward. So you may be asking yourself, is this worth it? Is this relationship worth it? Is this friendship worth it? Is this, you know when you say you'll do a favor for a person and you want to do it out of the goodness of your heart, but then it ends up being a real chore, so it's that detriment to yourself. I mean, I don't feel like you'd grumble in those situations, but I feel you're starting to think, when I need something though, is that person there? And it doesn't mean you're taking away your care, your nurture, and your attention or your love. It just means you're taking a little bit more time for you. That's what I'm getting with this. Also, the Six of Swords, it can be about a journey. So some of you may be actually wanting to relocate or actually transition to another area. Perhaps you're booking travel because your ninth house is starred there, as well as your third, which is quick trips, or taking a longer journey in order to gain peace of mind. This card tends to mean that Spirit is protecting you and directing you out of troubled waters and into a calmer space, mentally and physically. Okay, so I feel this is what you're trying to find a solution to your anything that's been gnawing away at your mind, and I feel like you're looking about the effort that you put into things. The Seven of Pentacles is your crossing card, which means you're at an evaluation point. Something's left you feeling a little bit dissatisfied, and you are looking at the developments, you're looking at the deals that you've made, or the situations you found yourself in, and you're checking it's almost like you're checking the exchange rate. Okay, I mean, I don't know why I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, and they're saying checking the exchange rate. I don't really talk like that. So perhaps you're literally checking an exchange rate because you're about to travel somewhere, because that's just come up with that card. So just be mindful. It may be that. You may be like, oh yeah, Baba, I'm looking up dollars, or I'm looking up rubles, or I'm looking up whatever. You may be looking at different exchange rates. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is also a card of accomplishment, but it's taken you a long time to get there. So you may be looking at some areas of your life where you're like, is this worth it? I've worked really hard for this. I hope it is worth it, because there is reward here. This indicates that your patience, your hard work is going to be worth it. It is, you're going to be very successful, but it is a bit of a waiting game. So you may have sort of invested in something long term, and it's taking a longer route to get to where you want to go. But there's moments here with that Seven of Pentacles where you worried or thought about giving up, or you felt like you're doing so much work with little reward. Is it worth it? Should I look further afield? Okay, so I feel like this is something, you're thinking about moving on from some area. So, I mean, this is your card. So if you feel like what you're doing at the moment, whether it's a job that you love doing, but you feel financially it's not going to get you to where you want to go, or whether you feel this is not the place where you want to earn your finances anymore, you may be deciding to relocate, or, move away from this space in order to get a better deal, a more lucrative transition, as it were, because I feel like you're capable of so much more. But I feel like with that 10 of Wands there, I feel like it's been a bit of a struggle. I mean, you're going from the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles in the near future. So you're leveling up financially. So some of you may be actually putting your resume out there, trying to get a new job, or perhaps you've just found a new job and you're going to be relocating because we got a lot of Pentacles there. But I feel this is more than just money. This is about your effort and you looking at what you put your attention on, because we got the Magician card there, and whether you get a fair deal, whether it is a reciprocal exchange, because we got Six of Pentacles right there. Now, I'm going to pull a card on this because what is below you is the Devil card. Now, for example, this has taken so long to achieve. The Seven of Pentacles is taking so long to achieve. Success, for example. So you may feel like it is a bit of a long haul slog. And sometimes when we feel like we're stuck in a rut, say for example, you're earning money and you're squirreling away to buy a house or relocate somewhere, but all you want to do is have fun and sort of like, you know, you're tempted to spend all that money all of a sudden, or you want some sort of freedom because you feel stuck. The Devil card is not an evil card. It is something that you feel bound to in a situation where you feel helpless to change the situation. So they're indicating with the Magician card that you have the power to change, to manifest whatever it is you set out to do. But somewhere in the area of your life, you're feeling like stuck in a rut, or perhaps you feel responsibility is bogging you down or something like that. There's some sort of control. So I'm going to pull a card to find out about this for you. The Devil card, as I said, is not an evil card. It can be a blockage that we become aware of. So it could be fear. It could be all of a sudden we fear change, but we know something needs to change in order to reach for the life that we truly want. It could also be anger in a situation where we're annoyed with ourselves for taking a certain route, or we're annoyed with somebody because we feel stuck in some way and we feel we're blaming that person. I mean, also the Devil card can be like dreaming of more money. So it can be materialism, because at the top of your chart here, we've got the King of Cups, which means make sure you're doing what you do for the love of what you do, because the money will flow from there. But when you start as money being your focus point, then you actually sell your soul to materialism, to hedonism, and you may get all the riches that you want, which is wonderful, but you may feel a little bit empty. Okay, so let's just pull a card on that. I mean, money is not an evil thing either. It's important. We all need it for, to live and pay bills and, have some sort of lifestyle that we can help our family and friends and things. So I feel like it's about not getting stuck in that. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Magician card. Okay, so Magician card, I mean, they're giving me the same energy here as, whatever it is you're visualizing or whatever it is you're trying to manifest here. The 10 of Pentacles indicates, you may not be getting the money that you truly deserve, or you feel like you deserve in this situation, for the amount of skill that you have, the amount of, action that you take, the amount of investment you put in your situation, the ability that you have, the talent, the skill, the drive. So you may feel like you're not being fairly recompensed financially for this. I mean, some of you may be going through a divorce, for example, and there is some sort of financial restraint in some way. You feel bonded, because the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse can talk about divorce. It can also be that there's some sort of family trouble right now, or family conflict. Perhaps you work in the family business and you feel tied to that and you want to break loose and you want to do your own thing. There's just an energy here of wanting to break free in some way with that Devil card. You may feel financially you're bound to a situation and you're trying to visualize your way out of it. Okay, I mean, some of you are actually, now don't shoot the messenger when I say this, because this is what I've got coming through. Some of you may be like buying a large purchase, for example, and living a little bit beyond your means. So you may be tempted to do that because you may not be happy in some area of your life. When we tend to like go and overspend in certain, overspending, okay, it's nice to gift yourself something and pamper yourself and everything like that, but they want you to be aware, and again, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, spend your money on whatever you want, it's your call, but they're just giving an energy of material things don't make us happy long term. So it's about finding love for what you do, okay? Even, you know, you hear some of the famous people out there, they're like, oh, you know, I've got all these riches and I'm so famous and all those things and I'm just not happy. And we're all looking at them like, damn, if I had all those riches and that fame, maybe I'd be happy, you know, maybe I'd do it in a different way, maybe I'll be happy. But maybe there is something to that, because as soon as people perceive you as having money and, you know, fame and all that sort of thing, they look at you differently. Your friends, the core friends that you've had from childhood, or the people around you now, they're your people, right? Anything else, you start to wonder, are they here for my money? Or are they here for... So I feel this is about you doing something that you love, and financial reward will flow from there. But if we have money as a starting point, it's not really going to be fulfilling, okay? Now we got the Strength card here. So this is about your courage. I feel like it's your courage to go after your goals and dreams, regardless of the financial attachment to it. I feel like you are capable of accomplishing great things, but there may be a fear here. So, for example, if you're changing a job or you're changing what you do, and you love what you do, but it may actually mean you have to take a pay cut, for example. You may be worried that this is something that is preventing you from moving forward, because you're wondering, is this investment going to be worth it long term? The answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. But I feel it's about having that courage, being prepared to make a leap and having the courage to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. I feel with the Hangman in this position, is all about the waiting game, okay, my beautiful Aquarians. I also feel with the Hangman that either there is some, you know, I just feel like, because the Ten of Wands seems a lot like punishment, okay, and I feel like you're not punishing yourself, but I feel there's a heavy energy here. And I feel like you sacrifice a lot for your goals and dreams. And I feel you've accepted that there is sacrifice that goes along with what you want to achieve, whether that's sacrifice of your time, whether that's sacrifice of your energy. But I feel like you're ready to see things from a new perspective. I feel like you're opening yourself up to a new vision in some way in April that allows you to see a better way of achieving your happiness, because the Hangman puts himself on the wheel of, on the tree of life in order to gain wisdom and perspective from a different angle. And there's always the sun behind this person's head, because it is about a new way of looking at how to approach your happiness and what makes you happy, because the sun is always about success, happiness, joy. So I feel like you've found a new way of, or you're finding a new way of making yourself happy, bringing financial reward, but not actually waiting for it. You're going out there and taking the initiative to find it. But also I feel like you sacrificed so much in the past that I feel like that sacrifice is worth what is yet to come. Okay? I feel like there is something really positive on the other side of these major changes that you're implementing in your world. Now, what is above you? We've got the King of Cups. So this is about love, okay? This is about being open to supporting your vision, being protective of a dream of something, not giving up. Also, it's about you being very, very intuitive, knowing that you will be successful. Some of you are going to step into a leadership role, where you're going to be a boss or an entrepreneur in some way. You may have people working for you. I feel like you'd be a very fair, diplomatic, and gentle, peacemaking kind of boss. Someone who people looked up to make great decisions and trusted their vision. So I feel like this is something that is, you know, I feel like you're unflappable. They're giving this energy of unflappable. You know, the King of Water, King of Cups there, he always sits on a throne, and there's always loads of waves that are really tumultuous or turbulent splashing around him, and he's comfortable in that. So he's comfortable with his emotions. So I feel like you are comfortable with your emotions, but also you're comfortable with difficult times, because you always find a solution of how to move out of those troubled times. Also, I feel like Spirit has got your back and is bringing you into a time period where there is more money, there is more celebration. There's something to be celebrated here. I feel like this is also an energy where you've been working solo, you've been working solitary for a long time. And I feel like this is about opening yourself up to meeting others or networking in some way, because I feel there's just an energy here of loneliness. Maybe you know, you've been obsessively working away on your own and maybe feeling like you're stuck in a cycle of habit or repetitive kind of like energy, and you want to do something that you love. You want to engage your heart there, okay? So I feel this is about you also being charismatic in what you do and attracting a lot of opportunity towards you. Now, they want me to give you this. I don't feel like this is going to resonate with everyone, but this is what they want me to do as well. So I feel like you may have been distracted from work briefly because of love. If you've gone through some sort of separation or heartbreak, for example, and you can't stop thinking about somebody's on your mind, they're indicating that I see that you're trying to move out of that period and really focus on focus on career and building your own luck. You absolutely will, and you'll become very self-sufficient, and you know, there was a lot of financial gain there for you, but they're indicating don't put a plaster on it, okay? Grieve the amount that you need to, okay? The heart wants what the heart wants, and it will always yearn to what it feels it wants in that moment. If you're getting over some sort of heartbreak, you will heal, and I know that doesn't make it any better for you, my beautiful Aquarians, because many years ago when I was brokenhearted, you know, everybody said, oh, you'll get over it, or you know, time is a great healer and all of those things, but when I was in the midst of it, I felt there was no pain like it in the whole world and that nobody understood, okay? But I do promise you, if I could go back to my past self and say, they were right, it's all going to get better from here, then, you know, my past self probably wouldn't believe them. I'm a Scorpio, so I probably wouldn't believe my future self. I'd be like, yeah, right, whatever, I'll see it when I believe it. But I wish I could go back to that person that I used to be. I feel with the Nine of Pentacles there is a lot of financial reward coming on in. It's what you worked hard for, okay? This is finally the reward that you've been looking for, because this basically says, I'm putting all this hard work in with little reward or respect. Is it worth it? Okay, maybe I should move on. And this in the near future says, oh wow, now I've got my independence. Either you're going to work for yourself or you're setting up your own business in some way. This is about more financial reward than you had before. This is also about living a life of luxury, enjoying what you've earned, okay? It's also about the energy. As you can see, she's saving 6 Pentacles for herself. So you're going to be saving financially for yourself for a rainy day or for your pension and things like that. And these 3 Pentacles here are like Pentacles that can be frivolously given away. So this is about your energy as well. You're saving a lot of your energy for you, making the decisions that are best for you. And then you'll give your time and your energy with those 3 Pentacles elsewhere. It's not egotistical, it's not selfish, it's about self-preservation. And it's also about maintaining your energy, because if you are, you know, giving from an empty cup, or if you're running on empty, you cannot actually spread yourself thin and sort of try and do or be everything to everybody. You just can't do it. You'll just burn yourself out with that 10 of Wands, and you know, you'll be exhausted. So I feel like this is about streamlining your energy and putting your attention on the right things that really are important to you, okay? This card is also a card of education sometimes, about, you know, like personal goal education, where you self-assurance, confidence is actually security, because when you know yourself, when you come back to who you feel you were, finding yourself again, I feel like this gives you a freedom to say no to the things that you don't want in your life, and the freedom to say yes and embrace the things that you absolutely do, okay? That bird of prey represents things that you know, freedom, but also things that you want to achieve, goals, and, you know, I feel like you're bossing up in some way. And gaining more independence. So a lot of you are going to be like doing something that you love, moving into a new cycle, whether it's a new job or a new hobby, injecting a little bit more love into your world. These readings are not meant to be about love, the monthly ones. I will focus on those in the singles love reading or the twin flame readings and things like that. But this is about your discernment, giving your attention to the right people and the right situations that deserve it, okay? Now, this is your advice to yourself. 6 of Pentacles, which is you're very generous. You're very generous of heart, of spirit, even with your money. If someone was, you know, out of pocket or someone needed your help in some way, you'd always be there. But I feel like you're starting to look about all of these things where you're like, when I need something, who's there for me? Who's got my back? The 6 of Pentacles is also, I see you, you know, being very wonderful and sort of gifting to charity, for example. I feel like this is you like looking at situations in terms of, is it fair? Okay, is it fair? I feel like this is about good karma as well. The Six of Pentacles tends to mean an unexpected resource from the universe. The universe surprises you with a financial reward or gift. The universe is generous and benevolent towards you, especially since you have the Wheel of Fortune there. I feel like it really connects to the Six of Pentacles, because this figure here represents spirit and giving you what you need because it feels like you deserve it, because they've evaluated the situation and says Aquarius needs some good karma right now. So I feel this is about what is coming on in here to help maintain a balance or harmony in your world. Now, the external circumstances, we've got the Knight of Swords. So this is radical change, okay? This is life-changing decisions. This could be like you wanting to detox, change your life in some way. It can be you wanting to relocate, or knights tend to be very goal-oriented, okay? Whereas pages, they bring news. So I feel this knight here is all about courage, about bravery, about gaining momentum. You're a warrior or a warrioress, and you're willing to go after what you want to achieve, okay? So I feel like it's about your temperament, that once you've got an idea into your head, you hit the ground running and you're off. So I feel like this is something that is very, very positive with that Knight of Swords. This is also an energy of you broadening your perspective or broadening your horizons. So if you've been stuck in a bit of a rut, maybe you want to come out of your comfort zone, go to a cafe that you haven't been to for a while, or you haven't been to ever, meet your friends on the other side of town, because it just feels good to be in new surroundings. Maybe it's even travel where you want to broaden your horizons. This is about a quick change, a positive outcome turnaround when you get this card. So a positive outcome is assured when you see this card. Also, this is about adapting to a new way of thinking or behaving about a problem or about something in your world where you're gaining knowledge. And I feel like you're changing. You're not just changing the way you think. I feel like you're changing the way you respond to situations, and you're putting your own needs first with that King of Cups. I know you're an air element, but this is a water element. I feel like you're leading with your heart. You're doing what your heart wants. And I feel like you're allowing yourself to dream big and go after those goals and dreams, regardless of what anybody says, okay? And I feel like you will achieve it. Now, the hope and a fear here is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords, especially with this Six of Swords being your starting point, indicates you're leaving something behind. So you may feel like you're losing out or you're having to walk away from something, but there's always a silver lining when you get a Three of Swords. There is a natural departure in action here. Rejection is protection and redirection. And if you've experienced some sort of hardship or some sort of rejection or even a missed opportunity, this is the universe, this is spirit moving you out of troubled waters. And whilst you may feel like you're giving something up or you're letting something go, whether you're walking away from a job that you thought you really enjoyed, whether you got made redundant. I mean, I'm not saying these things are going to happen. I'm just giving you examples of walking away from things that just no longer deserve your energy. There is a silver lining because you're being guided to something better. It may be a temporary discomfort, but this too shall pass. And I feel like you're being brought to something better, okay? The fear here is having lost something or losing out or failing at something. If you're about to start something new and you may be obsessing about the fear of what if I fail, but what if you don't? What if you are so successful beyond your wildest dreams? You'll never know unless you change your thoughts and put your energy and attention into your goals and dreams. And I feel like the positive side of this, the hope side of this, is basically like I got it in the reverse, which is about recovering after some sort of distressing situation. So I'm sending you a huge hug there for all of you, my beautiful Aquarians. Now, some of you also may be going through some sort of surgery in the month of April, and you may want to get out there and do all these wonderful things, but you have to take some time out to actually recover. So the Hangman's telling me a wait, a pause energy whilst you recover. Also, the Hermit energy here in the outcome tells me that you may need to take a temporary pause in order to rejuvenate your energy or, gain inspiration as to how to move on from, healing. So if you're going through some sort of surgery, kick back, relax, and just heal in the natural order of things, okay? I'm going to pull a quick card on that Three of Swords just to gain a little bit more insight as to why that's showing up in your hope and fear position. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, Three of Wands. That's really interesting because threes, you know, threes are all about kind of moving on or waiting for something new to occur. The Three of Wands is about, it's kind of an enterprising energy. You're moving on to something greater. It basically means there is something better coming on in. There is an expansion of opportunities ahead of you, and the sea is golden. Okay, in this, you know, most of the seas in tarot are like blue, but this sea is golden, which means that there is golden opportunities that lay on the horizon, just waiting for the right moment to pop on in. If you're ever asking yourself, am I on the right path by letting this thing go? The answer is yes. The Three of Wands is about mapping. It says you are on the right track. You're on the right path towards success. And there is an array of opportunities before you. So be confident, knowing that you're making good choices and that you're just waiting for the right moment to take action. I mean, the Three of Wands is also about teamwork or collaboration in some way. So, you know, I feel like you may be leaving something behind, but you're going to find your soul tribe, the ones that vibe on the same page as you. The Three of Wands is also a card of being in harmony with your heart's desire, okay? Finding that ambition, or it's almost like anticipation of something exciting. You know that you're on the precipice of something big. It could be in business. It could be you observing something until you feel like it's the right moment to take action on something, but you know something big is occurring in your world. The next card up from the Three of Wands, because we got the Three of Swords here, and I'm basically clarifying the Three of Swords. So you're letting something go, or you're walking away from something, or you feel like you've lost out on something, but what you're set to gain is even greater. And in the future, because this is the outcome position, you will celebrate this. You will celebrate walking away from this. You will celebrate letting this go because there's something better here for you, okay? The Four of Wands is a card of creative collaborations or celebration. It is like a finish line of some sorts. So this is about you obtaining whatever it is you set out to do. This is also a card of, you know, whatever preparation you made, it was a stable place to start from, because this is about you being in harmony. This is about you gaining peace, knowing that it's a job well done, that you will be celebrated or recognized or appreciated for what you bring to the table. As you can see, there's like a celebration garland, a victory wreath right there. So it's like halfway there. You're nearly at that. I feel like it's at a halfway point, okay, where you're going to be celebrating a win, but there is still more work to be done. That's what I feel. But you're going to enjoy it. It's a pleasurable time. Especially if you're an artist or someone who wants to be in a creative pursuit or a creative endeavor. This card is about, you know, meeting your soul tribe, you know, having friendships that vibe on the same sort of wavelength. This is about revelry, making magic with other people. It is about focusing on the good times, okay, the pleasurable times. So that really connects as well to your fourth house right at the end of the month, because this card can be a card of reunions as well. So some of you may be wanting to meet up with people from your past, for example, or people you just haven't seen for in a while because you've been off grid, you've been focusing elsewhere. And I feel like you're coming to the table, people are going to celebrate you. They're going to be like, wow, you did a really good job. Wow, you know, you're doing really well for yourself, and you're going to be proud. I just feel like you're going to be proud of this, okay? Now, these two cards tell me that you need to just take a little bit of a rest because you're working really hard on something. So basically this is it's almost like a bit of a warning, okay? So the Hermit energy is like temporary time out to rejuvenate your spirit. And you can see the star is in the lantern. Now, Aquarius, you are the star. Your sign represents a star. So it's almost like power up, rejuvenate your energy, regroup and renew. Retreat for a moment in order to gain a bit more perspective on life and figure out your next step before you take it. The Ten of Wands says you're exhausted or close to burnout. You may be completely fatigued. And I feel like this is about gathering your strength in order to take the next step for a new start. Okay, the Ten of Wands is not, you know, a negative card. It means you're about to set down the heavy load that you've been dealing with for the past however many months or years. This is about streamlining your energy. You're making way for new beginnings when you get to this card. Also, some of you may be looking at your overcommitment to things. So whenever you say, yeah, I'm all in, you really mean it. You're all in, and you never leave any energy for you. So this card can also be about decluttering that energy, or releasing the heavy responsibility on you for saying yes to everything all the time, or overcommitting yourself to situations or people that you feel do not thank you for it in the end. Okay, this card is like something is coming to an end and you need to take some temporary time out, but you will celebrate this outcome. There will be success here for you. Okay, there will be reward, and I feel like you are more now than I feel like you're more yourself now than you've ever been in April when you get that boost of energy. But I feel like you're leaving something behind. And whilst you may feel a little bit nervous about it, it's all going to work out in the end. It's all positive, okay, on the other side. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that just to see. I was going to get the final cards, but they wanted me to go one more here. We got the Nine of Swords. It's in the reverse. Don't sweat the small stuff. Have faith, it's all going to be fine. The Nine of Swords in the reverse is basically a recovery of a situation. You're healing from something. You're going to gain relief. This is like a big release, okay? You're going to be sleeping better. I feel like this is about having faith, knowing that... How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Sorry, I just can't pick this up. The Courage card we've got. So we've got the Strength card here and the Sun. So they're indicating that you will see the light. You will see the truth. That your courage of conviction will actually make you very, very happy. This is success. This is energy. This is personal growth. And I feel like trust your intuition. Trust your instincts. Okay? Because I feel like whenever you get the Strength card, this is about overcoming an obstacle and, you know, having that calm inner control where everything is going in your way. The Strength card comes after a struggle. So this is about you having that courage to live life on your own terms. And the Sun card indicates there will be success. Relationships will blossom, and there will be a time of plenty. There's a lot of abundance with this card and freedom, okay? Now, if this was a relationship reading, these are not meant to be love readings, of course, but if this was a relationship reading, I would say that someone is getting over some sort of separation, perhaps from someone who is very controlling or abusive, or there was some sort of codependency or some sort of chaotic cycle with a person, and you're just searching for love. You're looking for something better because you deserve something better, okay? Now, I feel like you're going to be independent for a period of time, and I feel like you're going to be grieving and moving on from this relationship and healing. You're going to do a lot of soul searching, okay? It may feel like you're doing a lot of heavy work at some times, but I feel it is rewarding. I also feel like you will reunite with people that you haven't seen in a while, and I feel like you will enjoy your freedom. You'll enjoy your singledom. Doesn't mean that there isn't anyone coming on the other side. Quite contrary, I feel like you're calling in a King of Cups energy, which is the highest love of all. You're waiting for the one. If you haven't been in a relationship for some time, I feel like you've been waiting and maybe even obsessing about moving forward and trying to find love, but you may feel that sometimes you're a little bit giving off an energy of independence where you may feel sometimes intimidates others. That's not the case at all, my beautiful Aquarians. The right person is not going to be intimidated by your independence and your freedom. In fact, they're going to really celebrate it. They're going to love it because they enjoy someone, this new person who's coming on in, they enjoy someone who's got their SHIT together, who is not dependent on them. So I feel like both of you vibe together in some way. I do feel like you will be meeting someone who has also experienced a lot of baggage in relationships and is working hard to get through theirs. I feel like this is someone who's older than you that's coming on in, someone who is looking for someone like you. They just said they're looking for someone like you. And I feel like this is like you and this person will meet each other. I'm going to pull a card on that actually. You'll meet each other, and I feel like you and this person will actually move in with each other. Okay, I feel like that's what's indicated there. But I always save the love bits for single readings and things like that because these readings would be very, very long. They're already long already. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it's like you don't want someone who's dependent on you or exhibits codependency and things like that, because the Queen of Pentacles is like someone who is financially dependent, for example, or someone who doesn't really invest in the relationship, doesn't want to settle down, but they're indicating a Page of Wands, which is a new person coming on in. There'll be a new chemistry with you and somebody. You'll be messaging someone new, and this is someone who is exciting, someone who is adventurous, someone you may meet this person on a new project, for example, or a new creative endeavor in some way. And I feel like this is about you dreaming boldly, and the person appears. This is someone who I feel, even though this is a Page of Wands, I feel like this person is a little bit older than you or a little bit more mature. Doesn't mean they're not fun. I feel like this person is really exciting to be with. They're very adventurous. They're always on the move, okay? And I feel this is someone, they may have strong Sagittarius or Virgo in their chart, and I feel this is someone that you can see yourself being with long term, okay? So I'm just going to leave it like that. I feel like this is about you getting out of your home space. So I feel you may put yourself on a new project or a new hobby, for example, to get you out of the house, because they're indicating getting out of the house. So even though it may be, you feel, obviously because we're going through like major pandemic, you may feel still a little bit cautious about getting out of the house and interacting with other people and things like that. But of course, you know, just take precaution. I feel like you will meet someone in a space where you activate some sort of hobby, or where you spend your time and your energy to achieve something, okay? Now, final cards here are, I am a dreamer. So hold true to the vision. What you think about, you truly bring about. So you are dreaming your visions into life. It is, the Magician card is kind of a dreamer. You know, everything starts with a vision. Anything that's ever been built in the whole entire world, whether it is the house or the apartment that you live in, whether it is a business, whether it is the product that you just bought, it all started with an idea. Someone woke up one morning and went, wouldn't it be great if I built a house that looked like this? Wouldn't it be great if I built a business that maybe did this? Wouldn't it be great if I, had a product that I shared with lots of people and made their life a little bit easier? That would be awesome. It all starts with a vision. Don't reject your visions and your new ideas, because they are very, very important, okay? You and your visions are necessary. So hold true to the vision. It's number 44, okay, which when you reduce it, 4 plus 4 is 8, the number of the self. Have courage. It is a strength card, number 8. Have courage in your dreams and your goals. Dream bigger and bolder. I am good enough is your next card there. Very important. You are good enough at what you do, and you will achieve the success that you set out to, okay? It's number 21, which indicates success, abundance. The World card is about being in the right place at the right time at the right moment. It's also about perspective, knowing that you can accomplish whatever you set out to do. The World card is about smashing your goal, achieving it, whatever it is you set your intention to do. And we've got I am a healer. Okay, it's number 32. So you are currently healing from something. Number 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, which is a challenge number. So you may have felt challenged recently, but you are healing from that. And you're aligning yourself within, but also without, because outside, I feel like you're aligning yourself with your frequency, the frequency that you're matching to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. Okay, you're becoming calmer within your world. Some of you actually may be learning how to open your chakras, because they're actually showing me someone doing things like meditation in order to achieve that. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you as well. Now, they haven't given me too many like visions and things like that in your reading, which is interesting. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Maybe this is not about the visions for you. Maybe this is about your visions. That's why they're allowing you to just focus on your visions rather than giving me lots of things in the water this time. So yeah, maybe that's something to think about. Now, the first thing we got is an elephant. Okay, little ditty elephant there. Elephants have strength to remove obstacles from their path with that trunk. Also, they're very graceful. And the first card you got was grace. I've been in a situation where I've been very, very lucky. Many, many years ago, I went on a holiday of a lifetime, and I came face to face with a mama elephant. And she had a little baby with her. And let me put it this way, I'd never heard an elephant growl before, but I stayed very, very still. And there was just, I have to say, she went away. She knew that I meant no harm, and et cetera, et cetera. So she went away and protected her baby. But I can tell you something, Aquarius, an elephant is huge, but I did not hear that elephant coming, okay? The grace, it was silent. It was unbelievable. So I'm just giving you that as sort of indication of how graceful you will be. I feel like you're just going to arrive at where you're meant to be. And they actually want this on the star energy, okay? Elephants are incredibly emphatic as well and intuitive. There's something just beautiful and haunting about their eyes. You can see all of their emotions in their eyes, just incredible. And I feel like this is also about your empathy because you've got the King of Cups there. So if you're stepping into a leadership role or you're becoming your own boss, maybe an entrepreneur, I feel like, you know, you will lead with that empathy. You are a natural born leader. You're supportive. And I feel like you're awesome at what you do. And I feel like there will be success and celebration for you, especially in the month of April. We've also got a horse there. So I feel like you are taking charge. You're galloping towards a finish line because the Four of Wands is like a finish line. Also, if you notice, there's wands on either side. So it's like the 11-11 portal. So that's about you being on the right path and, you know, hitting a sort of monumental moment in your career that will be celebrated, or in your life that will be celebrated. Could even be a personal goal that you reach that will be celebrated. They want me to put that on the Four of Wands. So there will be something exciting to celebrate in the month, but you may be letting go of something that just has been holding you back, or creating fear in your world that doesn't belong there, okay? Feel that fear, do it anyway. Trust your intuition, and it will bring you to the success that you truly deserve and desire. Anything that you're letting go of, it's the silver lining in a natural departure, and you're being protected and redirected to something better, okay? So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Aquarians. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to win the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is every morning when you wake up, just take a couple of moments on the side of your bed, just sit there in calmness and thank the universe for all that you have and for all that you have yet to come, okay? Because the more grateful you are, the more things you actually attract to your life to be grateful for, okay? So in the comments box below, all you have to write is, I have an attitude of gratitude, okay? And I will gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of April, and I'll announce the winner's name in a video upload only, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians. Love and light.